guys, greetings from one of the most iconic hotels of London, the Café Royal, right on Regent Street. Today we wanted to find out more on a specific profession, butler, and Santa Putlina has accepted to reveal all the secrets of it. So let's meet her! Hi Santa!
Hello Sarah, welcome to Hotel Café Royal.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Let me show you around.
Great! Can you tell us a little bit about your profession, like what your responsibilities are?
So, deputy head butler in here. Well, I started as a butler. I have been butler supervisor, assistant head butler, and finally a couple of months ago I got promoted. So my daily tasks are very different every day, as you can imagine. Butler is actually someone who is like a personal assistant for a guest. I usually start around morning time, 7, 8, depends of the day. And the finishing time, that's always my favorite question. I don't have a finishing time. Well, it's usually around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It depends how busy it is. But if we talk about butlers, they usually do 12-hour shifts and then they get very lovely 4 days off. So, yeah. What we do, we're a personal assistant for VIP guests in 24 suites, 7 signature suites as I mentioned, and then we have lower category suites as well. Well, butler does everything what guest wants, starting from rooming. We do pre-arrival experience, so we find out what the guest would like to, if there is any special dietary requirements on things like that. And then when they arrive, we room them, we ask them any restaurant reservations, and then we work closely together with concierge to actually book these restaurants and things like that. The request depends, starting from can you unpack my luggage till the moment can you go and buy me this and this brand shoes and specific requirements like that, or to go and buy them train tickets, flight tickets. It's like a mini concierge as well, it's everything, but it's very personalized service. So for butler it's very important to get your know to your guests. So
a normal guest with a normal room can have actually a butler as well?
Everyone in Café Royal, if you're a guest, you have a chance. We promote it, it comes complimentary with the suite, but if a guest staying in the standard room would like to have it, they can have it.
How is the team structure?
So in Hotel Café Royal, butler department is I think a little bit different than in the rest of the hotels because we are together with in-room dining department. So we have 8 butlers and then we have another 12 people who work for in-room dining. So it's all together, it's around 20 people depending how busy it is. And then we have usually during the day it's 2 butlers working on the shift, and because it's 24 suites, and most of the times they are fully occupied. And then there is in-room dining side, which serves in-room dining orders for rest of the bedrooms, as well as we are looking after guest arrival amenities for rest of the rooms. So it's a little bit of guest relations inside as well in our department. So it's a lot of little tasks for everyone. We are under F&B management, so F&B director is where we report, but we work very closely with front office and housekeeping teams, as it can't be, butler can't work without them.
So what would you say are the skills to have in order to be a great butler?
One of the skills, what I would actually say, is attention to detail, and to be able to bond with the guest. And it doesn't matter, you know, as I said, guests can come with a smiley face or come with a very angry face, and butler needs to turn this guest experience around. So attention to details, being able to find out guest requirements to make them feel comfortable and to open for you, as some of the guests doesn't know what butler is and they just think, what do you want from me? Why you are here? Why you ask me these old questions? But you need to, as a butler, to make sure that they understand why you are there. And obviously there are things that you have to be friendly, you have to be a distance between a guest. If guest wants his own personal space, you don't go and you don't bother guest too much as well. You need to feel the guest to understand him.
What's the part that you like the most about your job?
I think it's challenge. Every day is a little bit different. You never know what's gonna happen. Obviously you know what your arrivals are, but you never know in what mood guests will arrive. So you have to be ready that Miss Smith will arrive in absolutely amazing mood and you will have a fantastic day with her and you will spoil her. Or there might be a little bit more grumpier guests or more demanding guests. But I think the challenge that you don't know what's gonna happen, and that is the thing what really excites me to come to work every day.
What's the biggest tip you have got?
Am I allowed to say that? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but well, I have no, I think, any problems to share it. It didn't happen in this hotel. It was one of the previous hotels I used to work for. Worked very hard. It was actually my first butler experience, and the tip was with 4 numbers, I can tell you that. So it was a little bit more than £2,000.
Wow.
But I looked after very important family, royal family, and for 6 months. So it was great.
For 6 months?
Yeah, it was. They lived in a hotel for 6 months, so it was a very long experience. It was my first butler experience as well, and yeah, I guess that's why after I changed my career and now I started to be a butler.
Yeah, exactly. You were like, wow. Do all 5-star hotels have the butler service?
Not really, but I think it's one of the biggest trends in luxury hotels. I usually say that the biggest difference between good 5-star hotel and luxury hotel, 5-star hotel is butler service. It's very butler service is really something what comes up in the last, I would say, 5 years, massively. Before that, being honest, I started 3 years ago and I did not know what butler is. When a previous hotel general manager came to me and said, do you want to be a butler? I was a waitress in a restaurant and I was like, sure. And then I had to go on the back like doors and actually Google what a butler is.
Did you like the change from being a waitress to
It was
being a butler?
very hard. It was something I did not expect that it will be that hard, and I don't think that most of people actually realized how hard it is to be a butler, and especially when I had to look after a royal family and I never done it before. So, and I almost lived in a hotel, and whenever I wasn't there, I actually thought about the hotel. Yeah. So it was hard for the first 3 months, but because they lived there for such a long time, I got used to them, and even after that, I got offered a job with them and things like that, but I decided to stay in London. So, as a butler, you have to manage yourself. You're your own manager, as I'm saying, actually. You and the guest, you have to be like friends, but you can't be very friendly with them because you have to stay professional to see the difference in there. And I think the biggest challenge was to really understand what guest wants, and as such a high-profile guest, they want, as I'm saying, everything now. If they asked you today, they wanted actually it yesterday, not now. Yeah. So, and I think the speed of service was something what was very challenging.
Thank you very much, Santa, for your time.
It was a pleasure. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, and guys, if you want to find out more about Café Royal, check his profile and openings on Hostco. And see you next time in another great interview on Hostco TV.
Bye.
Bye-bye.